This isn't for the faint-hearted. This isn't for those who still cling to their little fantasies of comfort, of hopeful wishes that one day it'll all get better. That one day, somehow, the pieces will magically fall into place. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm here to rip apart every ounce of weakness that's been dragging you down and force you to see the truth. You've been weak. You've been pretending. You've been allowing yourself to slip deeper into this comfort zone of lies and self-deception. You want to know what happens when you're weak? You get crushed. You get trampled on by life. You get left behind by those who have the guts to rise. And you think it's just a phase, you think it'll go away. Well, guess what? It won't. You've been letting Satan use you as a pawn. Yes, I said it. Satan's not the one in the darkness waiting to stab you in the back. No. Satan's in your head. He's the voice telling you that you're not good enough. He's the one telling you that you're too tired to push, that you've suffered enough that you should just give up. Every time you hit a wall, he's right there saying it's not worth it. Every time you feel that slight hesitation, that tiny moment of fear, he's the one twisting it into a weapon, telling you that you should stop before you bleed. But here's the thing. God fought back. God didn't just let Satan walk all over you. God didn't just sit back and watch. He fought for you. He fought to make sure you're still breathing. You think you're weak. You think you're done. You think your failure is final. No. The fact that you're still here, standing in front of this moment, means God hasn't finished with you yet. But here's where the story changes. You think that's a reason to be grateful and passive. Wrong. The fact that God's still fighting for you should be the fire that makes you get the hell up and fight too. Satan wanted to take you down. He wanted to see you crumble, to watch you sink into the dark pit of complacency, failure, and self-doubt. He wanted to remind you of every single mistake, every single shortcoming, every single time you felt weak and powerless. But God gave you the strength to fight back. So stop telling me you can't. Stop hiding behind excuses. Your story isn't over. You're not done. But if you don't wake up now, if you don't start tearing down every single excuse that's been holding you back, you'll let Satan win. Satan knows you're afraid. He knows your doubts, your insecurities, your failures. He knows exactly how to target them and twist them into the perfect weapon. But he also knows what happens when you wake up. He knows what happens when you realize the war you're in, and he knows exactly what happens when you decide that you're going to fight back. This isn't just a motivational speech. This is a war cry. Your enemy isn't the world. It's your weakness. It's the excuses you've allowed to control your life. It's the lies you've told yourself to make your failures seem acceptable. The only thing standing between you and everything you want in this life is you. So stop with the cowardice. Stop with the self-pity. You're not a victim, you're a warrior. You were born into this world to fight. You weren't put here to sit back, to wait, to wish. You were born for war, and now is the time to fight back. You're not allowed to be weak anymore. You're not allowed to sit in the corner of your own life watching others take what was meant for you. You're not allowed to accept defeat, because God fought for you, and now you need to fight for yourself. It's time to end the charade. The lies, the excuses, the self-deception. It ends here. It ends now. And if you don't like it, if it stings too much, that's good. Because when it hurts, that's when you're finally ready to break through. That's when you realize what you're truly capable of. Your war starts today. Are you ready? Let's be real for a second. You've been lying to yourself. You've been telling yourself stories, wrapping yourself in comforting delusions that let you avoid the hard truth. And it's not just one lie. It's a web of lies, a whole system built to keep you weak, to keep you stuck in this toxic loop of failure and complacency. The problem? You've started to believe them. The first lie, I'm doing my best. No, you're not. You're not even close. You're hiding behind the idea of doing your best to shield yourself from the uncomfortable truth. You're scared. You're scared of what will happen if you really push, if you really give it everything you've got. So you say you're doing your best, when in reality you're doing just enough to keep up the illusion of progress. You're doing just enough to make it look like you're moving forward while staying in the same place. But here's the kicker. Your best is never enough when you're only giving a fraction of your potential. You want to know what doing your best really looks like? It looks like waking up at 4 a.m. when everyone else is still asleep. It looks like grinding until your body aches, until your mind wants to shut down, but you keep going because you know what's at stake. It looks like pushing past the point of comfort, past the lies, past the voices telling you to quit. That's what doing your best looks like. But let me tell you this, you're not there. The second lie, I'll try tomorrow. How many times have you said that? How many times have you let the promise of a better future tomorrow distract you from the painful truth of today? Let me tell you something. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Tomorrow is a figment of your imagination. It's a carrot on a stick, a myth to keep you stuck in your mediocrity. Tomorrow is a way to delay the inevitable. And the more you say it, the further you push the life you want out of your reach. You've convinced yourself that tomorrow is when the magic will happen, when you'll finally push past the barriers, when everything will fall into place. But here's the harsh reality. Tomorrow never comes, and every time you delay, you lose. Every time you tell yourself you'll start again tomorrow, you're just feeding the cycle of failure. Every day you let pass without taking action is one more day you can never get back. Then there's the lie of I don't have the resources. Well, let's talk about that one. Every time you feel like you can't make it happen, you pull out the card that says, I don't have enough money, time, or skills to make this work. You use it like a shield, protecting yourself from the hard truth that you are the only thing standing between you and success. You've told yourself that you need more, but what you really need is to stop making excuses and start using what you already have. You think you need more money, more time, more equipment. But let me tell you something. The world doesn't care about what you don't have. The world only cares about what you can do with what you've been given. The most successful people on this planet didn't wait for the perfect circumstances. They took what they had and turned it into greatness. You have everything you need to make it happen right now. The problem is you've been too busy convincing yourself that you need more than you have. Let's not forget the classic one. I don't deserve it. That one hits deep, doesn't it? You've been carrying around the burden of self-doubt for so long that you've started to believe it. You've been letting your past failures define your future. Every time you try to take a step forward, you hear the voice in your head saying, who do you think you are? You don't deserve success. You don't deserve happiness. You're not worthy of greatness. You've been using this lie to keep yourself small, to keep yourself in a place where you don't have to risk anything. Because here's the truth. If you don't believe you deserve it, you'll never work hard enough to get it. If you don't believe you're worthy, you'll sabotage yourself at every turn. The only person who can stop you is you. The moment you start believing that you deserve to succeed is the moment you take control of your destiny. You've told yourself these lies so many times that they've become part of your identity. But you want to know something? The longer you let these lies run your life, the more damage they do. Every day that you let yourself believe these lies is another day that your potential is wasted. Another day you remain a slave to your own excuses. Let me make this clear. These lies aren't helping you. They're killing you. They're holding you back from becoming the person you were meant to be. They're keeping you stuck in the same cycle of mediocrity, where you convince yourself that your dreams are impossible, that the life you want is out of reach. But the truth? It's all right there in front of you. The life you want is waiting for you to stop lying to yourself, to stop letting fear and doubt control you. Stop telling yourself you'll try tomorrow. Stop telling yourself you don't have enough. Stop telling yourself you're not worthy. Because as long as you continue to believe these lies, you'll stay stuck in the same place. The moment you wake up and realize the truth, that you are the one standing in your own way, that's when the game changes. That's when you finally take the first step toward your real potential. No more excuses, no more lies. The time to act is now. Your dreams are waiting for you, but they won't wait forever. If you keep feeding yourself these lies, you'll lose everything. But if you finally wake up and face the truth, you'll break free from these chains and rise higher than you ever thought possible. So ask yourself right now, do you want to keep lying to yourself? Or do you want to rise? Here's the truth. You've been playing it safe, and it's time to stop. You've been hiding behind comfort, waiting for things to get easier, for the right time to come. Well, let me break this to you. There is no right time. There's no perfect moment when everything aligns and the path is clear. You're not going to be handed success on a silver platter. If you want to achieve anything of value in this life, you're going to have to earn it with blood, sweat, and relentless focus. You've been waiting for a sign, haven't you? Waiting for some cosmic alignment to give you permission to rise, to take what's yours. But the truth is this: you don't need permission. The only thing standing between you and everything you want is you. The only reason you haven't achieved what you want, the only reason you haven't become who you're supposed to be, is because you've been waiting for the world to bend to your will. It doesn't work like that. You think it's hard? Let me tell you, it's supposed to be hard. Life isn't supposed to be handed to you on a silver platter. If it were easy, it wouldn't be worth it. You wouldn't even want it. You'd throw it away because you wouldn't value it. The struggle, the pain, the sacrifice, it's all part of the process. You've got to suffer through the storm to appreciate the calm that comes afterward. You're too soft. You're too busy complaining about how tough life is. Too busy feeling sorry for yourself instead of pushing through the pain and growing stronger. Here's the reality check. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to pity you. The world doesn't care about your sob stories. The world doesn't care about your hardships, your excuses, your reasons why you can't do something. The world only cares about results. The world only cares about who you are when the storm is over and you've risen. The world doesn't care if you fail. And you know what? The world's not going to wait for you to catch up. The longer you sit there, playing the victim, the further behind you fall. Opportunities don't wait. Time doesn't wait. Life doesn't wait. If you don't act now, you'll get left in the dust, watching from the sidelines as others pass you by. And let's be real. Are you ready to watch others live the life you could have had? Are you really willing to accept mediocrity because it's comfortable? Here's the truth about comfort. It kills you. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Comfort is where ambition is suffocated. Comfort is where growth is stunted. You think you're playing it safe by staying in your bubble, but what you're really doing is slowly rotting away from the inside. Every day you stay in your comfort zone, you're killing your potential. You're letting yourself wither, slowly accepting the mediocre life that's been handed to you instead of fighting for the greatness you were born for. But it's not just the comfort that's killing you. It's the fear that paralyzes you every time you think about taking action. The fear that tells you you're not ready. The fear that whispers, you're not good enough. You'll fail. People will laugh at you. People will judge you. Well, guess what? That fear isn't real, it's a lie. And the only way to conquer it is to step into the unknown. The only way to conquer fear is to act in spite of it. Fear is the enemy, and it will always be there, lurking in the shadows, ready to strike when you're at your weakest. But fear can't hurt you unless you let it. The moment you stop letting fear dictate your decisions is the moment you take back control. Fear has no power over you unless you give it power. And guess what? You've been handing over your power for far too long. You've been allowing fear to control your life, to hold you back from becoming who you were meant to be. But this is where it ends. This is where you take control. This is where you stop letting fear, comfort, and excuses control your destiny. The raw truth is that you've been wasting time. Time you can never get back. Time you've spent playing small, staying safe, hoping that life will somehow hand you the life you want without any effort. But it doesn't work like that. You're not going to get what you want by wishing. You're not going to get it by waiting. You're not going to get it by thinking about it. You're only going to get it by doing, by putting in the work, by pushing through the hard times, by breaking through your own mental walls and showing the world who you really are. The raw truth? Success is earned, not given. Nobody is going to hand it to you on a silver platter. Nobody's going to show up and make your dreams come true. You want it? You fight for it, you take it, you claim it, and you don't stop until you've won. You've been so caught up in this illusion that success will come easily, that it'll somehow show up at your door if you just wait long enough. But that's the biggest lie of all. Success is not a visitor, it's a warrior. And if you want it, you're going to have to fight for it. And let me remind you of something even more brutal. The world doesn't owe you anything. Just because you've had it tough doesn't mean you're entitled to success. Just because you've faced hardships doesn't mean you've earned the right to win. Winning doesn't care about your background, your sob stories, or your struggles. Winning only cares about one thing: who's willing to work for it? The real question is, are you willing to fight for it? Are you willing to push through the pain, the fear, the setbacks, the failures? Are you ready to take everything the world throws at you and still stand tall? Because that's what it takes. That's what separates the winners from the losers. That's what separates the people who get to live their dreams from the ones who stay stuck in the same place, stuck in the same miserable cycle. You want success? Good. Now get to work. Stop waiting for the world to give you a break. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only moment that matters is now. You want to change? Then change. You want to rise? Then rise. But if you're going to keep sitting there, waiting for life to hand you everything, you might as well stop dreaming. This is your reality check. The raw truth you've been avoiding. Now the question is, what are you going to do about it? You think you can keep sitting there, doing nothing, and expect life to change for you. You think you can keep making excuses, keep hiding behind your failures, keep telling yourself that someday will be the day you make it. Let me spell it out for you. Someday will never come. You want to know the real consequence of weakness? Let me break it down. You keep telling yourself you'll do it tomorrow. You keep convincing yourself that your situation will improve, that things will somehow fall into place if you just wait long enough. But while you're sitting there doing nothing, the world is moving forward without you. People are taking action. They're grinding. They're pushing their limits. And while they do that, you're getting left behind, and don't you dare fool yourself into thinking it's not happening. While you're sleeping in comfort, someone else is waking up at 5 a.m. to grind. While you're sitting there waiting for life to give you an opportunity, someone else is creating their own opportunity. While you're letting fear control you, someone else is letting their fear fuel their success. And do you know what's happening in the meantime? They're winning. They're taking what's yours. They're rising and you're not. You're wasting your time and you're running out of it. Your window of opportunity is closing. The longer you keep sitting there, the more time you waste. And when time is gone, you'll never get it back. You've been told your whole life that you have time, that you'll get to it eventually. But guess what? You're lying to yourself. Time doesn't care about your excuses. Time doesn't care if you're struggling. Time just keeps moving forward regardless of what you do. So here's the real cost of weakness. You miss out on everything you were meant for. Every single day that you refuse to step up, every single moment that you spend in your comfort zone, is a moment you'll never get back. You'll look back years from now and wish you had acted. You'll wish you had put in the work. You'll wish you had stopped waiting for things to fall into place and just moved. But by then it'll be too late. Here's the harshest truth you need to hear. You're letting your own weakness destroy you. You're letting your fear, your lack of discipline, your comfort, your excuses destroy your future. You're not just holding yourself back. You're actively sabotaging the life you could have. You're playing a game you can't afford to lose, and right now you're losing it. Let's face it. You want success. You want respect. You want to be the one people look at and say, I want what they have. But what are you doing to earn it? What are you doing to deserve it? Are you working when nobody's watching? Are you sacrificing when it hurts? Are you putting in the time and effort when every bone in your body tells you to quit? Or are you sitting there waiting for success to come to you on its own? This is the cold, hard reality. Success doesn't wait for anyone. You don't get to sit around making excuses and expect the world to hand you what you want. No, the world doesn't care about your struggles. The world doesn't care about your story. The world cares about results. It cares about what you've done. It cares about the effort you've put in. You want to know the real consequence of not changing? It's not just that you'll stay stuck. It's that you'll lose everything. You'll lose your potential. You'll lose your purpose. You'll lose your drive. And the worst part? You'll lose the respect of the people around you. You'll lose the respect of yourself. And that's something you can never get back. Think about it. How many chances have you had that you let slip away? How many times have you looked back and regretted not acting? How many times have you seen someone else take what was meant for you, simply because they acted when you didn't? Every time you hesitated. Every time you made an excuse, every time you let your fear control you, someone else was taking your place. And the worst part is, you're letting it happen again. You want to change? Fine. But let me be clear. It's going to take everything. You can't just talk about it. You can't just dream about it. You have to fight for it. You have to destroy the weakness inside you, rip it out and bury it. You have to step into the arena every single day and face your fears head on. You have to be willing to sacrifice comfort, sacrifice security, sacrifice your own selfish desires for a future that's worth fighting for. Every moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. Every second you spend doubting yourself, every minute you spend on things that don't matter, every hour you waste procrastinating, it's all a waste of your potential. And every day you choose to do nothing, you move further away from the person you were meant to be. You move further away from your true power. You think this is just about success? Think again. This is about your soul. This is about your dignity, your pride, and your legacy. This is about looking in the mirror one day and knowing that you did everything you could to make the life you wanted. And what happens if you don't? If you don't rise to the occasion, if you don't put in the work, if you keep letting fear control your life, you'll fade into the background. You'll become one of the countless people who live and die without ever truly living. You'll become a ghost in your own life, watching others take the life you could have had. The choice is yours. You either rise or you fall. You either fight or you fade into nothingness. But I'm warning you, there's no going back once you make that choice. If you choose weakness, if you choose to stay the same, you'll pay the price. You'll pay with your potential. You'll pay with your future. And when it's too late to change, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Make the decision now. Choose to rise, or choose to lose everything. This is it. This is the moment where you stop being a spectator and become the warrior you were always meant to be. This is where everything changes. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more hiding in the shadows of your own fear. You rise now, or you stay buried under the weight of your own weakness forever. You see, deep down, you know what you're capable of. You know you were made for something greater than this. You were made for more than sitting back, watching life pass you by and making excuses for why you're not where you want to be. You have the power. You always have. But here's the hard truth. It's never going to be handed to you. You don't get to decide when life knocks you down, but you damn well get to decide when you get back up. And right now, right here, this is your moment. This is your shot at something different, something bigger, something that will define you for the rest of your life. The question is, will you take it? You think the world is waiting for you to get it together? Let me remind you of something. The world doesn't care. It won't stop for you. It won't pause while you figure things out. It will keep moving, and it will leave you behind if you don't move with it. So you have two options: rise or be left in the dust. There is no middle ground. There is no waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. You don't wait for things to fall into place. You make them fall into place. But rising isn't about talking about it. It's not about dreaming about it. It's not even about wishing. Rising is about action. It's about putting in the work when no one else is watching. It's about getting up every day, no matter how hard it is, and doing what needs to be done. It's about walking through the fire, no matter how much it burns, and coming out stronger on the other side. Rising is about sacrificing what's easy for what's necessary. It's about destroying every part of yourself that's holding you back, and becoming the person who refuses to accept mediocrity. Don't you see? This is the moment where you turn the tide. You've been stuck for too long, and it's time to make the decision to fight back. To fight for your future. To fight for the life you deserve. You've been sitting in the pit of your own comfort, letting it swallow you whole, thinking it will keep you safe. But guess what? Comfort doesn't keep you safe. Comfort kills you. Comfort is a slow death. It lulls you into a state of complacency where you think everything will be fine, that you'll be okay, but you're not okay. You're rotting away inside, and you're too scared to face it. It's time to rip yourself out of that comfort zone. It's time to stop letting fear control you. Fear is nothing more than a wall you've built around yourself, a wall made of excuses, doubt, and insecurity. It's time to tear that wall down, and the only way to tear it down is to push past your own limits, your own self-imposed boundaries, and your own fears. You want change? Then make it happen. You don't wait for it. You don't hope for it. You fight for it. If you want to succeed, you need to embrace the grind. You need to embrace the discomfort. You need to welcome the pain, because that's what fuels growth. That's what forges strength. Every day you don't act, every day you let another excuse hold you back, you're denying yourself the power that's already inside you. You're choosing to be weak, to be complacent, to be ordinary. But you are not ordinary. You are a force. You were made for greatness. But that greatness isn't going to come to you if you sit around waiting for it. You know deep down what you need to do. You know what's been holding you back. You've been running from it, avoiding it, pretending it doesn't matter. But here's the reality. It does matter. It matters more than anything. It matters because it's the only thing standing between you and the life you were meant to live. And you're going to have to face it head on. It's time to stop pretending. It's time to stop lying to yourself. There's no more room for excuses. There's no more room for hesitation. You have to act now, or you'll lose it all. Every moment you waste is a moment that could have been spent making progress, becoming the person you want to be, building the life you want to live. You can't keep sitting on the sidelines waiting for life to hand you what you want. Life doesn't work that way. Life is about taking what's yours. Life is about stepping up and claiming what's been given to you. Life is about fighting for every single thing you want. You think success is just going to fall into your lap? No. Success is earned. It's earned through every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every moment when you're so exhausted you can barely breathe, but you keep pushing anyway. It's earned when you face rejection, when you face failure, when you face every obstacle imaginable, and you keep going anyway. So I'm telling you right now, If you want to rise, if you want to step into the life you were born to lead, you have to fight for it. You have to give everything you have, every ounce of energy, every bit of focus, every moment of time. You have to destroy the weak parts of yourself and rebuild. And I'm not talking about just a little improvement. I'm talking about a total transformation. I'm talking about flipping the switch and never looking back. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Because the only question that matters right now is whether or not you're ready to commit to the fight. Are you ready to give up the comfort, the laziness, the mediocrity, and step into the arena like a true warrior? Because once you make that decision, there's no turning back. The road gets harder, the battles get fiercer. But let me tell you something. The victories, they're worth it. The victories will change everything. And it all starts with the choice you make right now. This is your moment. This is your rise. Now step into it. There's no more room for hesitation. The time for questioning, the time for wondering what could have been, is over. It's time to make your move. You have all the information you need. You've seen the patterns. You've uncovered the truth. Now it's time to act, but I'm not here to ask if you're ready. I'm here to tell you exactly what to do. No more waiting. No more deliberation. This is your command. It's time to put the excuses to bed once and for all. No more saying you'll start tomorrow. No more saying you'll try when things get easier. No more telling yourself that you'll change when the circumstances align perfectly. The truth is, it's never going to be perfect. There will never be a perfect moment. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It forces you to get ready. And the moment is now. You want to know what separates the warriors from the weak? It's not talent. It's not circumstances. It's not even opportunity. It's decisions. The ones who rise make the hard decisions. They choose to move forward when everyone else is stuck. They choose to keep pushing when everyone else is folding under pressure. They choose to fight when others are too afraid to even stand up. You've been given the tools. You've been given the knowledge. Now it's time to use them. Don't sit around hoping for someone to give you permission. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't look to others for validation. You already have everything you need. Now it's your turn to make it happen. There will be obstacles. There will be moments of doubt. But do you know what separates those who make it from those who don't? Consistency. You show up day after day, regardless of how hard it gets. You show up when you're tired. You show up when you're scared. You show up when the world tells you to quit and you push through anyway. You want to win. You want to live that life you've been dreaming of. You want to finally claim your rightful place at the top. Then get to work. There's no other option, no backup plan, no second chances. This is it. This is where you either show up or stay invisible. But understand something right now. The world won't give you what you want. It won't hand it to you on a silver platter. No, you have to go out and take it. You have to fight for what's yours. You have to bleed for it, sacrifice for it, and grind for it like your life depends on it. Because in this game of life, it does. Don't look for an easy way out. There isn't one. Don't look for shortcuts. There are none. Don't wait for someone to come and save you. The only person who can save you is the one looking back at you in the mirror. You are the hero of your own story. If you want the ending to be glorious, then you better start writing it yourself. Here's what you do now. Go all in. No half measures, no playing it safe, no looking for excuses. The time for doubt is over. The time for holding back is over. The time for questioning whether you're good enough is over. It's time to stand tall and make a choice. Will you be remembered for your hesitation, or will you be remembered for your unstoppable rise? You've been through enough. You've seen the darkness, you've stared your demons in the face, you've come too far to stop now, there's no turning back. Your path is clear, and the only thing left to do is walk it. So here's the final question. The only question that matters. What are you going to do about it? Because if you want the life that's waiting for you, if you want the power, the freedom, the success, you have to take it. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for the right moment. You are the moment. Get up, fight back, rise, and take what's yours. Because this is your war, and you're going to win. No more doubts, no more fear. Only the relentless pursuit of victory. Now get to work.